Hey guys, Michael here, and I'm back to talk bricks. Today we're talking LEGO Marvel Superheroes and the Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum set from the all-new Doctor Strange movie. I found this set at my local Target store as it's an exclusive here in the US. And just like the Rescue from Ra's al Ghul set, you cannot find this at your local LEGO store, so you'll have to turn to Target or Lego.com. The Sanctum Sanctorum is a magical room within Doctor Strange's house in the comics. This room is concealed with a magic spell and acts as a bit of a home base. The first thing that you'll notice right off the bat is this large portal beast on the right-hand side. The beast features all sorts of tentacles that stick out from this central portal and reach far out into the room. At the very center, we can see 4 eyes that are printed on those 1x1 round tiles, as well as the mouth of the beast. The beast is actually a really fun play feature, with this geared section and wheel at the back. Simply turn the wheel to move the 4 main tentacles around, and I also love how the inner teeth rotate in the opposite direction. These tentacles can also be used to pick up minifigures. Just below that, we have this stickered section with really nice detail. I really enjoy all of the different script and lines that we see here, and it matches the general motif of the magic in the movie. The remainder of the build features all sorts of artifacts and details of the room. This scene really reminds me of how they actually make movies, where they want to put so many different elements and details to make a set really feel like it's been lived in. The central focal point of the room is the Window of the Worlds. This large window is a very prominent feature in the comics, as well as some of the promotional materials that we've seen for the movie. I also really liked the way that they used these large blade pieces to create that iconic shape. Just in front of that, we have this large table. On the table, we have 2 candles with flames out the top, as well as 2 envelopes. One that seems to be a letter from Stark Industries, and the other one which says Shambhala. This is actually an Easter egg from the Doctor Strange comics, but they used it in the trailer as the Wi-Fi password. On the right side of the room, we have this bookcase. At the very top, there's a bottle, and just to the left of that, there's a cup sitting on the window. The shelves are well constructed, and I like the way that they use those tiles to create the books. At the very center, we also have a minifigure skull. On the floor here, we have all these artifacts. They include 2 printed pirate maps, the Book of the Invisible Sun, and the Codex Imperium, the latter 2 being elements from the comics. The left-hand side features more artifacts as well as another bookcase. At the very top of the bookshelf, we have this one artifact with a chain hanging down. As we work our way down, we can see this pink crystal, a top hat, as well as another shelf of books. On the far left, we have this treasure chest piece. The lid opens to reveal a key as well as a jewel. Covering up this hinge piece, we also have 3 more letters. 2 of them are a bit generic with those wax stamps, and the last one is addressed to Doctor Strange himself. Above all this, we see this assembly that goes through the wall. This creates a neat effect where you can add the cloak of levitation and use the assembly to create the floating effect, which looks pretty nice. Though this is a little bit out of a play feature because you're always going to leave the cloak on Doctor Strange. But that's not the only play feature in the set that creates a levitating effect. Here we can see these 2 clear pieces. Simply raise and lower these from the back to create a levitating effect for each of the minifigures. This is an interesting way to provide real magic to the scene and fun play. And on to the minifigures. Here we have Doctor Strange himself, and I'd say that this minifigure is a bit of a hybrid from what we see in the movie to what we see in the comic books. He features a really intricate print with the necklace there with the Eye of Agamotto at the center. The fabric detail on the torso looks really nice as it continues onto the legs. He also features a double-sided face, with one side looking a bit more aggressive. One of my favorite details by far are these 2 radar dishes, with the printing of the Eldritch calligraphy. They are attached to these new bracket pieces that he holds in his hand, and I really like the way that they look. From the side here, we can also see that he's using the same hairpiece as Ra's al Ghul, as he has that printing on the sides, which is very iconic for the character. Though I do find this hairstyle a bit more close to the comic than the newer one in the movie. From the back, we can see his red cloak with that high collar, and it's interesting because it's actually only one piece. And with that removed, we can see a nice continuation of the print from the front. Next up, we have the Ancient One, and she looks really nice. I love the details of the gold and purple as it continues on from the torso to the legs with that draping fabric. The gold is actually that metallic-y gold, and that gold print has a really nice shine. Though I do find that this outfit isn't like any that we've seen before, but it is possible that she might be wearing this in the movie at some point. From the side, we can see that line detail on each side of the face, as well as how her magic is manifested manifested in these fans, which are clear with more of that eldritch calligraphy. There's a nice continuation of the print on the back with that metallic gold, as well as a ton of line details printed on the back of the head. And finally, we have Carl Mordo. I really like the face print as it looks a lot like the actor, and he uses that same hairpiece as Finn from Star Wars. The robes look really nice with the detailed printing in that dark green that continues from the torso to the legs. He also features a double-sided face with this aggressive look on the other side. And from the side here, we can see his main accessory, which is his quarterstaff. And from the back, we have more of that great printing. The Doctor Strange Sanctum Sanctorum is a really great set. Very often from the superhero line, we get sets that have all sorts of vehicles and not a lot of great scenery. I think this is a very complete build, and it makes a great display piece. Some of the play features are certainly a bit better than others, with the highlight being the portal beast and the way that the tentacles move. The minifigures all are highly detailed and really great to get. For me, this set was a must-have, and I'm so happy to add this to my collection. But definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of this set? And do you prefer vehicle-based sets versus these scene-based sets? And if you like what you saw here, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up down below and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. Click here to see all my 2016 summer superhero set reviews. And don't forget to subscribe.